this edition of McAllen for Everyone. I'm Roxanne Lerma.
And I'm Roy Ganthu. The City of McAllen is launching a citywide illegal dumping campaign to stop violators. The city's code enforcement officers are actively going around McAllen searching for violators. The city is aiming to crack down on illegal dump sites before it gets any worse. McAllen does offer brush and bulky waste pickup services for residents to take advantage of. The curbside pickup happens once a month. Bulky items like tarps, construction material, and old household items can be picked up at your home. To learn more about your schedule for bulky items, call the city's call center at 681-3111. To report illegal dump sites, you can also use the city's app, McAllen 311, so residents can send service requests, or call our code enforcement department at 681-1900. Illegal dumpers could face a fine up to $500 for dumping illegally.
You can make a difference in your neighborhood by organizing a weekend cleanup. It's called Project Clean Neighborhoods. It is free and easy and hosted by Keep McAllen Beautiful. Simply get your neighborhood leader or homeowners association representative to pick up an application, then get 15 signatures together, and you'll get a roll-off in your area to clean up your bulky items. The dumpsters will be provided at no cost so that residents in the area can dispose of broken appliances, trash, or debris. The roll-offs are dropped off on a Friday. You can take advantage of them over the weekend and clean up those eyesores lying around the house. Then they're picked up on Monday. It's that easy. If you'd like information on Project Clean Neighborhoods, call Keep McAllen Beautiful at 681-4562.
Nestled in the bustling epicenter of the Rio Grande Valley is a great place to live, work, and visit. Recognized as a business-friendly community with a unique tropical climate, a leader in international trade and commerce, an exquisite performing arts center, first-class hotels, hundreds of dining options, and acres of parks. This exciting tourist destination is one of the state's leaders in retail sales, the nation's lowest cost of living, top-notch schools, and the best quality of life. There's only one McAllen.
Welcome to another edition of McAllen Update. I'm Roy Ganthu.
And I'm Roxanne Lerma. Thanks so much for joining us. We begin with some exciting news for McAllen residents. For the first time, the city of McAllen was the winner for its size category in the It's Time Texas Community Challenge. More than 2,200 members of our community participated, logging 1.8 million minutes of activity and losing 273 pounds in the process. The statewide competition encourages communities to commit to healthy living. Mayor Jim Darling established a Mayor's Fitness Council and signed a healthy pledge as part of the challenge. McAllen also hosted a pair of yoga and Tai Chi sessions to help encourage residents to move. Special thanks to our community partners who were representing schools and school districts, mayors and municipalities, workplaces and families. McAllen received a trophy and a check for its winning efforts. And another big win for the city of McAllen. Once again, McAllen made the list of best places in America to live. U.S. News and World Report compiles the list of the top 125 cities, taking into account several key factors, including the quality of local schools, crime rates, and housing trends. To make the list, the city must also be a desirable place to live with a strong job market and a high quality of life. McAllen was described as a vibrant metro area and a major center for retail, international trade, tourism, and manufacturing in the article. Austin topped the list, and San Antonio came in at number 14.
TxDOT is expanding Expressway 83 to accommodate growing traffic in the valley. For 2 more years, TxDOT will continue widening and improving the overpasses at 2nd Street and 23rd Street. Expressway 83, also known as Interstate 2, and the Bicentennial Boulevard overpass are undergoing a major transformation. An underpass is being constructed to improve traffic flow to La Plaza Mall and McAllen Airport. Motorists on the highway should continue to expect a slowdown from 2nd Street all the way to Ware Road. You may want to use alternate routes. Again, this TxDOT project will run for the next 2 years until May of 2020. Texas Strong. That was this year's theme for the South Texas All Hazards Conference. With hurricane season around the corner, first responders are gearing up with the latest training and technology to protect residents. The 2-day conference that includes DPS, Border Patrol, local police and fire departments is one of the biggest in the state. More than 3,000 people attended this year's conference at the McAllen Convention Center. There were some big-name speakers at the event this year, including Mattress Mac, the man who opened his furniture store and took in hundreds seeking refuge from Hurricane Harvey. Roxanne Lerma joins us with more information on the conference that continues to grow each year.
We're here at the 2018 South Texas All Hazards Conference in McAllen. It is the 6th year running. Joining us now, McAllen Mayor Jim Darling. Mayor, why is it so important for us to hold a conference like this where we all kind of team up?
Well, you can never be ready enough, and so this is a great opportunity for all the local first responding organizations in the whole valley and beyond, I guess, to get together and exchange ideas, hear some great speakers, and learn everything you can about hopefully never happening event, but the event that could happen in our area. You know, last time we had Hurricane Harvey, we watched it go right by us, you know, and thank God, but it struck land in other communities, and we were able to respond to that. And so hopefully we'll learn here and pick up some more pointers, and I think it's a good way of networking, so it's a fantastic 2,000 people plus event. So
sadly, Hurricane Harvey kind of put our state to the test, but McAllen and the county really responded to the call. I think it was a good test run for us.
Oh yeah, we went up there and got some real-time experience, real-life experience in that area. Unfortunately for the people there, but fortunately we were able to respond and help them tremendously. We had people from the Hidalgo County and our city go up, had a lot of volunteers, and went back, restored their water and sewer, removed debris, and help people get their life back to normal in a little way. And I think it's everybody's very grateful to do that, but it's also great training too.
Right, and great training here. We're gonna get ready.
Oh, a lot of speakers. If you don't learn something here, there's something wrong with you.
All right, Mayor, thank you for joining us. It's all about being prepared. For the city of McAllen, I'm Roxanne Lerma.
The trail system continues to get upgrades. Crews have been busy installing another pedestrian bridge, this one at Lark and Bicentennial. Crews are now working on the sidewalk connections before officially opening the crossing. The new pedestrian bridge will of course enhance connectivity for residents in the area and make it easier for them to run, ride, and walk on the trails. They'll be able to cross over the canal safely and easily. The bridge should open in late May or early June.
We're welcoming some new friends in McAllen in a big way. A festival was held at Quinta Mazatlan to celebrate the arrival of the monarch butterflies with crafts, nature presentations, butterfly garden information, and of course there was plenty of music, art, food, and fun for the entire family. At the celebration, children had fun learning about the amazing 2,000-mile migration and life cycle of the monarch butterfly. Thousands of people attended the event.
That wraps up another edition of McAllen Update. From the McAllen City Commission Chambers, I'm Roy Cantu.
And I'm Roxanne Lerma. We leave you now with a look back at some of the great highlights of our Great American Cleanup. Thanks for joining us.
This is the Great American Cleanup, and don't mess with Texas Trash Off. So you can keep McAllen beautiful.
Why would we want to live in trash? I mean, we want to keep McAllen beautiful so that we can help the environment, keep it clean.
It's a great teaching opportunity for children. They need to learn that they need to protect our environment, and this is a great way to do that.
I'm gonna clean up trash, help the environment. Keep the earth clean and safe.
We need to care for our planet. We need to care for the environment because litter is very unsightly and litter really hurts all our wildlife.
Because we want to keep McAllen beautiful. I found a winning lottery ticket when we were picking up trash.
So it's a beautiful day, it's a great opportunity, and if you're missing out, we want you to join us next year because this is an annual event.
Hello, I'm McAllen Mayor Jim Darling. McAllen International Museum of Art and Science celebrates its 50th anniversary. The International Museum of Art and Science, originally known as the McAllen International Museum, opened its doors in 1969 in a renovated building on the grounds of a former federal detention center. The opening was 2 years in the making, during which time museum art shows took place in the lobbies of local banks and private homes. The Junior Service League of McAllen and later the IMAS Guild were the driving forces behind the museum's creation and expansion, including raising funds and renovating the original building. In its early years, the museum displays a wide array of exhibits. In addition to art and historical artifacts, there were live turtles, which neighborhood children would take care of on the weekends, a variety of taxidermy bears, and a human skeleton from a medical supply company known as Madam X. By the late 70s, the scope of exhibits narrowed focus to art and science, followed by the name change to the International Museum of Art and Science in 1982. In the early 70s, city plans for a new building were put into play. Through support from the highly motivated museum board and an enthusiastic community, the new 21,000 square foot building at Bicentennial Boulevard and Olana Avenue opened on July 2, 1976. An additional expansion to its current size followed in 2001. For 50 years, the International Museum of Art and Science has maintained a focus on bringing culture and interactive experiences through art and science to the regional community, with over 70,000 annual visitors. IMAS holds a spot as one of the top destinations in the city of McAllen. IMAS is a real cultural asset to our city of McAllen. You can become part of the future of IMAS by becoming a member today.
Hello, I'm Xochitl Mora with the City of McAllen. Welcome to your McAllen Minutes. If you missed the meeting of May 14th, don't worry. Here's a brief recap of what was discussed. The meeting began with a very special recognition of the City of McAllen Parks and Recreation Department for various awards from the Texas Amateur Athletic Federation. On hand to make the presentation was Staff Executive Director Mark Lord, who continuously praised the City of McAllen for all of the hard work, excitement, passion, and most importantly, flawless execution of the Games of Texas when it was hosted here in 2016 and in 2017. Because of this accomplishment, the City of McAllen received the Region of the Year Award, the Platinum Award for the second time, after already having received the Gold and Silver Award 2 times in a row as well. However, Mr. Lord was on hand to award the TAF City of the Year Award, which was voted on by the member cities in the organization. Congratulations to Mike Hernandez and the McAllen Parks and Recreation Department for not only all of the great things they are doing in our community to keep our youth active and healthy, but also for this well-deserved recognition. Keep up the good work. Mayor Darling came down from the dais to recognize and thank the City of McAllen and McAllen ISD for reviving the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council, which was reinstated this school year and featured students from McAllen ISD and Sharyland ISD high schools. These students were also recognized for their dedication to the program. Many of these underclassmen students will continue in the program next year as the program continues to expand. Proclamations were kicked off with a very lively and spirited proclamation read by Commissioner Villalobos for the McAllen High School girls varsity soccer team, who was the first Rio Grande Valley girls soccer team to make it to state. The entire community was rallying behind the team and are looking forward to next year's teams and just a few more wins. Mayor Pro Tem Ramirez was joined by McAllen Chief of Police Victor Rodriguez and some of his staff to proclaim the week of May 13th as Peace Officers Memorial Week. The McAllen police officers have an essential role in safeguarding the rights and freedoms of the citizens and recognize their duty to serve the people by safeguarding life and property, protecting them from violence and disorder, including the innocent from deception and the weak against oppression. And in doing so, some give the ultimate sacrifice. Those fallen heroes from McAllen include Federico R. Saenz, whose last day of service was March 26, 1933. Rosalín Suarez Jr., whose last day of service was May 19, 1981. And Reynaldo V. Lopez, whose last day of service was July 10, 1993. Commissioner Zamora was joined by representatives of the Texas Adult Protective and Regulatory Services, the City of McAllen Parks and Recreation Department, and the Community Partners Board to raise awareness of and highlight a growing trend of elderly abuse in the state of Texas, in either domestic or institutional settings. The elderly are often afraid and embarrassed to admit to this abuse. While many cases are investigated, it is our duty as citizens to reach out to people in need. People who are elderly or have disabilities have contributed to the general welfare of this community and are vital and integral members of our society that have helped to preserve customs, convictions, and traditions of many people from diverse backgrounds. The month of May was proclaimed Elderly Abuse Awareness Month. Members of the Robert A. Bobby Guerra family were on hand for a proclamation in honor of the late City of McAllen Frequent Advisory Board member who loved to serve his community by giving back. His unexpected and recent passing urged members of his family to remember him with a proclamation for a day in his honor, read by Commissioner Quintanilla. Commissioner Ingram was joined by the Gracia family to raise awareness of a dangerous and potentially fatal problem, food allergies. As many as 15 million Americans have food allergies, which are caused by 8 major allergens, including peanuts, tree nuts, milk, eggs, wheat, soy, fish, and shellfish. Symptoms of a food allergic reaction can include hives, vomiting, respiratory distress, and swelling of the throat. An anaphylaxis shock that comes on quickly and has the potential to become a life-threatening situation. The local RGV chapter of the Food Allergy and Anaphylaxis Connection Team hope to educate, advocate, and raise awareness for all individuals and families affected by food allergies and life-threatening anaphylaxis with a proclamation of May 13th as Food Allergies Awareness Week. Mayor Pro Tem Ramirez was joined by City of McAllen Public Works Director Elvira Alonso and a few members of her staff for a proclamation for National Public Works Week, highlighting the amazing and important work that the City of McAllen Public Works Department does for its citizens, including the efficient operation of public works facilities and programs that include water treatment and distribution, wastewater collection, transmission and treatment, streets and highways, stormwater facilities, public buildings, solid waste and debris collection, and disposal, recycling, collection, and processing. The quality and effectiveness of these facilities, as well as their planning, design, construction, and operations, are vitally dependent upon the dedicated efforts and skills of public works officials and their staff, which helps to keep a community sustainable for the health, safety, and well-being of the people of McAllen. A big thank you to Elvira and all of her staff for their dedicated service every day. Finally, Commissioner Villalobos came down for a somber yet extremely important proclamation, Holocaust Remembrance Day in McAllen, which was held on the 70th anniversary of the founding of Israel. Joined by Rabbi Claudio Kogan and members of the Temple Emmanuel congregation, the proclamation read in part, "The Holocaust was the state-sponsored, systematic persecution and annihilation of European Jews by Nazi Germany and its collaborators between 1933 and 1945. Roma Gypsies, people with disabilities, and Poles were also targeted for destruction or decimation for racial, ethnic, or national reasons, and homosexuals, Jehovah's Witnesses, Soviet prisoners of war, and political dissidents also suffered grievous oppression and death under Nazi tyranny. The history of the Holocaust offers an opportunity to reflect on the moral responsibilities of individuals, societies, and governments, and that we, the people of McAllen, should always remember the terrible events of the Holocaust and remain vigilant against hatred, persecution, and tyranny. We must never forget. We hope you enjoyed this recap of your McAllen City Commission meeting. Meetings are set for the second and fourth Monday of each month. We also air the entire meeting on the McAllen Cable Network on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. For the City of McAllen, I'm Xochitl Mora.
Welcome to McAllen. This exciting tourist destination is one of the state's leaders in retail sales and is ranked as the safest city in Texas. McAllen features a unique tropical climate year-round, perfect for all types of outdoor nature activities, right in the city or just down the road. There's only one city in the entire Rio Grande Valley that is recognized as a business-friendly community, is a leader in international trade and commerce, and features a new performing arts center, a sprawling convention center corridor, abundant upscale and affordable hotel accommodations, and more than 600 restaurants to fit every budget and every palate. McAllen has a rich and diverse culture with the best quality of life in all of Deep South Texas. McAllen is sizzling with activity. It's an exciting, welcoming place to sip cocktails with your colleagues, dine and dance downtown with your special someone, head out to a cool new spot, enjoy live music of every genre, spend some quality time with the kids, catch a great show, or score the latest styles and greatest fashion for a great time. You are always guaranteed a great time. There's only one McAllen. Let's keep McAllen healthy and clean. I'm Tex, asking pet owners to scoop the poop. If we all do our part, we can get the stink out of our community. Pet waste in parks and public spaces is unhealthy and unsanitary. Poop is not fertilizer. It's not biodegradable. Less pet waste in the stormwater drainage system and waterways means a happier and healthier community. Let's keep McAllen beautiful. Let's scoop the poop.
That's a look at this edition of McAllen for Everyone. Thanks for watching. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roxanne Lerma.
And I'm Roy Cantu. See you next time.
Most citizens don't know who we are. All they know is that they get a bill in the mail. If they don't pay that bill, they get their water cut off. That's the extent that they know us at McAllen Public Utility. So we really want to invite families out. We want them to know who we are and what we do for them, and how we do it.